Good morning, everybody. This is Shannon with Shannon Smith's Auto Appraisals Estimates. And this video, we're going to talk about, your vehicle got damaged by an at fault party and you're seeking diminishment in value to your vehicle. We also call it loss in value. And this is primarily for the state of Florida type of um, procedures or process, you could say. And I'm going to teach you how to file or hold someone accountable that may not have the proper insurance. I want to also say that, this is not any type of legal counseling. I'm not an attorney. And, but if you do have like legal needs or, possible need to sue somebody, or if your loss in value is greater than $10,000, I personally recommend Irvin and Winter Park to consult with. They may or may not be able to help you, but they're a good informative tool. If you just wrecked your vehicle, um, really the first step is to focus on yourself. Okay, you just wrecked, and just take it day by day. Get yourself checked out, and just focus on yourself. And once you get kind of yourself under control, Um, you want to choose a reputable, certified body shop, meaning, if you have a Chevrolet, Subaru, Porsche, Tesla, most shops, um, most of them are like Jack of Trades, but there are some certified shops in the Orlando area that hold a specific certification, to fix like your Porsche and your Mercedes or your Chevrolet according to OEM procedures. You want to make sure the repairs are done properly because fighting diminishment in value, if the vehicle is not properly repaired, the insurance company is going to hold that against you. They're going to say, well, your loss in value is from the poor craftsmanship. Your loss in value is you can see all the overspray all over here. They didn't even replace your structural piece. Look at this. You don't want to give the insurance company leverage. You want the car to be done correctly and according to OEM guidelines. And that's really the first step. Okay, on to the second step. You picked a certified shop or a shop that can properly repair your vehicle. Your vehicle is back together. Thank goodness. Probably took a little bit. Um, you want to ask your shop for some photos. Just say, hey, can I have a few in process photos? You may need them to kind of like help support your your value that you determined, especially if it had structural damages. And ask your shop, say, hey, can I have photos of the structural damages? They should be able to provide those to you, and also maybe have them point out on the estimate or the final bill where the structural repairs were done or what parts were repaired or replaced. Again, it's just going to give you some leverage because, in theory, if you have a structural hit on your Carfax, it's definitely going to be more substantial than, let's say, a scratch to your bumper. So, second step, just get a few in process photos. Ask your shop about the estimate and if there are structural damages, and just kind of highlight those for the conversation that's going to come up. Okay, on to the third step. Now we're going to get into determining one way to determine the loss in value to your car. We need to first establish, what was the value of your car before the accident. So you can look up like the JD Power value. You can go online and search comparable values. If you had 60,000 miles on your car, make sure you're looking at cars with 60,000 miles or close to it. So, and you can also go by some dealerships that buy cars outright. Don't go in there saying, "Oh, what's the diminishing value?" They're not going to get involved. They don't want to get drug into court. So you kind of got to be just cool about it. So find a dealership like CarMax, or maybe even off lease, or some dealerships of that sort, like we buy cars now.com or something, and just ask them, you know, hey, here's my keys, and how much would you pay for my car? Don't say anything. Don't say I had 20 grand worth of damage. Don't say anything. And they'll come up with a value, and they'll know what was fixed or what's not fixed, what's on the Carfax. They have mil gauges. They're going to check the paint depth and stuff like that. So they'll know what panels were painted and stuff. And they're going to come with a little report, maybe a two-pager, and it's going to say, like, this is what we offer. Let's say $10,000, and just say thank you, blah blah blah. And if you, I mean, shoot, if they offer you enough money, they'll just sell it. But because you're still entitled to the diminishment value. But anywho, you know, just get that documentation, and let's just say they did offer you $10,000. So what you want to do is add. Let's just add $5,000 for them to make a profit. So that would establish the value of your car in the current state post repairs would be 15,000. So if you're finding clean searches on the internet, let's say for 20,000, you have the $5,000 loss in value. And now you have documentation to kind of prove that case. Um, the next way to determine step 4 is, do a search for cars on the internet. So look specifically for your car. I like using cargurus.com, cars.com. You can even go on carfax.com. I think they got postings, and just any search engine. Um, so the first search you want to do is find cars for sale that meet your criteria with a clean Carfax history. Most of all the Carfaxes and the postings are there online. You just kind of got to scroll down, and you'll say, hey, like, here's a Carfax report. So you want to print those findings. So when you click on that one car at ABC dealership, just right click your mouse, hit print, and print out a hard copy, and maybe save a PDF on your desktop. And that's going to be kind of explained later on in this video. And, so find 2 or 3 clean Carfax comparables. Next, you want to find 2 or 3 comparables with a dirty Carfax. So some search engines have a little filter button, and they'll have like Carfax report or with a Carfax history. Same thing. So ABC dealership has one with a Carfax hit. It's going for X amount of money. So right click your mouse, save it to your desktop PDF, print out a hard copy. When you print out the hard copies, you want to print out 3 copies each. And I'll explain later in this video why there's 3 copies. So once you do those searches, just kind of take an average. So you get your clean findings. Let's just say, they're $20,000. And you got the dirty findings. Let's say it's $15,000. Again, your loss in value will be $5,000. Okay, now the last and final step, you want to, you're going to have to send a letter to the insurance company that you're going up against if the at fault party has sufficient coverage. So you want to type a letter like the example seen here. You want your information in the top right letter. The insurance who you're going to mail it to needs to be in the top left. Date it, put your claim number, date of loss. you're obviously a claimant, so put your name where it goes. And sometimes you can put like the insured or policy holder just to be on the safe side that they can find that claim. So if you establish like your diminishment in value to be $5,000, you want to indicate that in the letter, kind of seen in this example, and you want to emphasize, what your car went through and how you derived the diminishment in value. And this is where the three copies come into play. So you're going to send one copy to the insurance regular mail. You're going to send one copy by certified mail. And you want to keep a copy for yourself in case, you got to seek an attorney and go after them civilly. If the person doesn't have any insurance, um, you might want to consult with the Florida Department of Financial Services and report that person as having no insurance. And, because your insurance company is going to subrogate that at fault person, possibly suspend their license and stuff, but they're not going to go after diminishment in value. So you want to tell, the Florida Department of Financial Services what's the loss in value to your car so they can, try to get that from the at fault party as well. If, you know, they did some serious damage to your car. Most people are nice and was like, if they didn't afford to have insurance, I don't want to report them to the state. Well, you're just kind of condoning the bad behavior and condoning someone not to have proper insurance. So if you don't do anything, people are just going to be out there with no insurance. Um, Me personally, people will ask me all the time, Shannon, why don't you just do this for me? The thing about it is, diminishment in value cases, I charge like roughly $350 to $500, and it's just a crapshoot. I don't like taking your money and not knowing if I'm going to be able to deliver or not. So that's why I'm making this video, because you, the consumer, have just as much um, you know odds of getting this as a professional appraiser like myself. Me personally, I don't like diminishment in value claims, and I kind of farm them out. There's a company called Arvest Appraisals. They're located in the West Coast area. Very reputable company. I've had some past dealings with them, and they're super super fair and got good customer service. But I'm not no affiliate of them. And on the east side, you got collision safety consultants. Again, I have no affiliate with them, but those two, do this all the time. My specialty is more of repair disputes in the Central Florida area or total loss disputes, basically fighting the value of your car. If you're a first party, like under your collision coverage, you have appraisal clauses. That's my expertise. So diminishment in value claims, I just don't like to handle them. So this is why I made this video for you, um, to try to fight on your own. And leave me some comments. Let me leave me some success stories. If this video helped you get $2,000, $3,000, $10,000, and appreciate y'all watching my video. And you all be safe out there. And if you need anything, you just private message me. Look me on Facebook, and I'm here for advice, and I can handle multiple states too. So y'all take care and be safe.